When people look at me today, they see a grandfather. They see the wrinkles, the gray hair, the slower steps. My grandkids think I'm old, and in many ways, they're right. I am old. I'm in my late 60s, and I've lived long enough to watch my family grow, to see my children have children of their own, and to feel the weight of time in my body. But there's one thing they don't see, one truth only my wife knows, and that is the passion, the desire, and the deep intimacy that still lives inside me. People often believe that when a man gets older, his love life, his drive, his spark just fades away. They think intimacy belongs only to the young. My story proves otherwise. I remember when I first noticed the changes. My body wasn't the same, and intimacy didn't come as easily as it once did. For a while, I let fear take over. I wondered, am I still enough for her? Will she still look at me the way she did when we were young? And yet, every time I caught my wife's eyes across the room, there was that same spark. She didn't see an old man. She saw the man she fell in love with decades ago. And that gave me courage. We had been married for over 40 years, and like most couples, life had its seasons. There were times when work, kids, and stress got in the way of romance. There were nights when silence felt heavier than touch. But growing older together taught us something powerful, that intimacy isn't just about the physical act. It's about connection, trust, laughter, and the little moments that still make your heart skip. And when you lean into those moments, the physical passion follows in its own beautiful way. One night stands out clearly in my memory. It wasn't planned, it wasn't fancy. We were sitting on the porch, sipping tea, watching the stars. I reached over, held her hand, and said, "You?" "No, I still think you're the most beautiful woman in the world." She laughed, the way she always does, and for a moment, it felt like we were 25 again. That night, something shifted. The love we had was no longer just history, it became alive in the present. I want to share this because so many older men carry burden. They think intimacy is gone forever, or they feel embarrassed about changes in their bodies. But the truth is, intimacy at this stage of life can be deeper than ever before. It's not about performance, it's about presence. It's not about how young you look, but how deeply you connect. And when you find that, passion doesn't disappear, transforms. My grandkids may see me as just their old grandpa, but my wife knows the truth. She knows that behind the gray hair and the slower pace, there's still a man who loves her fiercely, who desires her deeply, and who is grateful every single day for the life and intimacy we still share. So if you're watching this and wondering if intimacy ends when you get older, let me tell you, it doesn't. It only ends if you stop believing in it. If you stop trying, if you stop holding your partner's hand and whispering that they're still beautiful. Love doesn't retire. Desire doesn't vanish. Just asks you to show up with more tenderness, more patience, and more heart. And trust me, When you do, your partner will know the truth too.